survives, and they tie the series.
NBA fans, what's good? You are now rocking with the best. Ro Parrish here on Playoff Central Live, all brought to you by State Farm. And man, I don't want any problems, any smoke, because I got these two bigs to protect me. Actually, you know what? I want all the smoke because I got two-time All-Star Carlos Boozer with me, and I got the baddest of the bad boys, champion Rick Mahorn in the building. I got my big, so I'm ready for all the smoke, just like the Utah Jazz are ready for all the smoke. They tied the series against the Dallas Mavericks 2-2. Rudy Gobert with the huge play finishes with 17 and 15. The alley-oop pass from Donovan Mitchell. We have conversations about what could potentially happen next year. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the game today. They tie the series. Boozer, what's your immediate reaction to seeing how this game ended?
I'm just excited for them, man. I thought that was the first game that Rudy really stepped into the series and was dominant. I thought, again, Donovan was terrific all series long, but he trusted his big fella at the end of the game to go up there, get a dunk at the basket. They played good defense. Luka was not going to beat them tonight. They double-teamed him, gave the ball to somebody else. Big win for the Jazz. Big win for the Jazz,
and you mentioned Luka. They didn't stop him. However, he still finished with 30 points. He hadn't played since April 8, returned back from that calf injury. And Rick, what were your thoughts just on Luka in his first game back? Let me ask you this one first. Outside of how he looked, if you're Jason Kidd, if you're the coach, would you have brought him back for this game, or would you have saved him? Which direction would have gone? Do you think they made the right decision?
I think they made the right decision. You got to have your stars. You got to have your stars, especially in the playoffs. He's a very important part of what Dallas Mavericks does. He's 50 to 60%. The ball is in his hands, and he did work tonight. But you have to give it to Utah. Utah did what they had to do. It was a must-win situation. Yeah. Otherwise, they would have been going back to Dallas down 3-1. So when you're in that position, that's what you have to take.
Luka was huge. 4 threes in this one. Didn't miss from the free throw line. 10 rebounds, 4 assists. Played well late, and he was talking that talk. You know how Luka does. The Mavericks had won every single fourth quarter coming into Game 4. But then, late in the game, y'all bigs, y'all know all about that. Finishing with that flush. Rick, when you saw that play ran, especially with those two, we've heard so much mentioned about Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert. Do they get along? Do they not? What's going to happen? Again, pushing that to the side, your thoughts on that final play?
It was trust. You have to trust your big man. Knowing that he got burnt on the defensive end earlier with Doncic and it kind of taking him to the hole. But Luka, you got to make sure that you take care of your players. And when Mitchell went off that pick, he just threw it up in the air. Who else was going to get it? Deep Howe wasn't going to get it. It was all about Rudy Gobert and to finish the game strong. And that was great for him to build his confidence as well moving forward.
So, looking forward, obviously we know Game 5, Monday night, always pivotal in the series. Booz, who do you think has the momentum right now watching this game going into that game?
Yeah, I mean, I want to say the Jazz do, but to be honest, most times in the series, the team that lost usually has an edge on their shoulder. They're also going home back to Dallas. Now you got Luka with another game under his belt, got the first game off. He looked great, but he's probably a little rusty, not trusting his whole body all the way. Going home now, they're going to have a little bit of an edge because they're being in their own building and they're coming off a loss.
Going back home.
Look, they lost the first game to Utah. This is important for Utah to go down there and try to win again. If they do not win again, they done had couple of games in Utah and, won one and lost one. So it's like this is the time to get it. When Luka was down, they had that chance. But then you had a guy named Jalen Brunson that said, okay, I'm about to give you that smoke, that heat, whatever you want. 41, dropping it on your head. And we're going to go up to Utah and win another game.
So obviously we know that Brunson played very well. We saw him today, 23 points along with Luka. They're still trying to figure out, I guess, how to get them back in sync. Booz, your thought on Brunson, because obviously he played extremely well without Luka there. How do you think he adjusted having Luka back in the lineup?
Man, he's doing great, man. I'm happy for the kid. I saw him in Chicago when I used to play there, working out after when he was in high school with his pops. Very good player, man. Great poise. He won 2 championships in college. The kid's a winner. He knows how to play. Did a great job of getting his guys involved while he still scored buckets. What, he's got 41, 30, and a 23?
Yeah.
He's playing terrific.
Indeed. Played very well. However, it wasn't enough to get the victory. Now we go to the head coach for the Dallas Mavericks, Jason Kidd.
You don't have to. I think everybody assumes you have to advance it, but you don't. And we've done that all year, and we've had success with it. And we had the opportunity. We just let it slip away. Spencer has, he's made that shot before from Luka. but we got what we wanted. Just that the ball didn't go down for us.
What did you think of the offensive focus in the fourth quarter overall? You guys have had a lot of success, really working for Donovan switches and going against him. It seemed like there's a lot more of Bogdanovich that you guys were attacking than Rudy.
Yeah, we got a lot of good stuff offensively. There in that third quarter when we start moving the ball, that was how we've been playing all series, and we got going there in the third, and we kind of continued that in the fourth. We had some great looks. We get to the free throw line, we just don't make them, and that's just part of the game. You got to be able to step up and knock them down. But again, in this building, to give yourself a chance to win 2 games, we would take that, and we gave ourselves a chance this afternoon to win. But we didn't. They did, and so now we just have to go home and protect home.
What was your message after the game, or have you had a chance to talk to them?
Yeah, we fought. We fought. We were down 12 at half, and we stayed the course. And it comes down to the last possession. And if you're on the road in the playoffs, and it comes down to the last possession, you couldn't ask for a better situation. We kind of just brought the ball up a little bit slower than we wanted to, but it's something that we'll learn from and we'll get better.
How would you assess Luka today? Did he pass his minutes restriction with that close game? Or
No.
That's what you expected?
He did great. He came out. That was one of the things we wanted to make sure he came out clean. He feels great. He did an incredible job for us. He put us in a position to win a game on the road.
We've got one on Zoom, Eddie Sefko.
Hey, Coach. Rudy probably had one of his most active games of the series. What did they do to get him more involved, or what do you need to do to curtail that?
Yeah, when you look at the offensive rebounds, he had 5, and then he had 18 free throws. We have to stop fouling. They shot 42 free throws at home. That's way too many, and they got up to 35 threes. So those are the 2 areas we got to be better at for Game 5.
How much did Maxi's foul trouble affect this game?
Yeah, we didn't go small. Today, and so we have to do a better job of rebounding the ball. And when Maxey was in foul trouble, that puts us, we don't have that many bigs as it is. So, you look at he's in foul trouble. We had to play DP a little bit more, but again, we just have to do a better job of keeping those guys. Donovan comes up with a big, he misses it and comes up with a big 3-point play, but that's what he does. And so we'll look back and see what we can get better at and be ready to go Monday.
Did you anticipate going small going into this game, or was it just a
Oh, that's always on the table for us going small. We just didn't get a chance to get to it this afternoon.
How about the late elbow on Luka? Do you think that was did it go that way?
They went and looked at it. That's the league's decision. That's up to them to figure out if it's an elbow or not, and they decided it wasn't. Thank you.
Jason Kidd, after the game, now we see Luka the Don.